Reading.
So this is welcome back. This is session second, week 22nd, and yes, Shilpi, continue.
If I had $1 million, I would be happy. I have visited many men and mental institutions who were millionaires, but they insisted they were penniless and destitute. They were they were incarcerated because of psychotic, paranoid, and manic depressive tendencies. Wealth in and of itself will not make you happy. On the other hand, it is not a deterrent or to happiness. Today, there are many people trying to buy happiness through the purchase of radios, television sets, automobiles, a home in the country, a private yacht, and a swimming pool. But happiness cannot be purchased or procured in that way. The kingdom of happiness is in your thoughts and feelings. Too many people have the idea that it takes something artificial to produce happiness. Some say, if I were elected mayor, made president of the organization, promoted to general manager of the corporation, I would be happy. The truth is that happiness is a mental and spiritual state. None of these positions mentioned will necessarily bequeath happiness. Your strength, joy, and happiness consist in finding out the law of divine order and right action laws in your subconscious mind, and by applying these principles in all phases of your life.
So basically, he's saying that the ego should be drifted. When there is no ego, there is simplicity. When there is simplicity, there is peace. Then the five senses which create, that glitters in the mind of having that position, that money, everything. It always, pulls us towards that direction, and we lose the present moment's happiness. Whereas when you feel satisfied in your own mind and in your own house, among your people, sharing your gifts, I think that brings more joy. So it is like a balancing or act of between the material world and the spiritual world. So that is why he's saying that the kingdom of happiness is in your thought and feeling. So however I feel happy, if I have the power of my subconscious mind and I'm putting that happiness to dependent on some money or some event or something, that means I'm prolonging it. Whereas if I understand that I have created it and now I think that it is done, that event is going to be wonderful. That's all I have to do. It's a simple thing. Instead of complicating it to the thing. And let the energy free flow to that to make it happy. So it will actually come out to be a very joyous event because we only keep our energy pushing up all the doubts and fantasies and all those things. So things don't turn up that way. And then again, we create an agitation. So this is why he's saying choose happiness and be simple. Be simple that, oh, this is an event. I put my heart and soul in enjoying meeting people and we'll have a good time and it's done. Right? So continue.
I need just 2 minutes. I need to go to washroom urgently. So please.
Sure, sure. I'll read by the time.
Okay.
So he found happiness to be the harvest of a quiet mind. Lecturing in San Francisco some years ago, I interviewed a man who was very unhappy and dejected over the way his business was going. He was the general manager. His heart was filled with resentment towards the vice president and the president of the organization. He claimed that they opposed him. Because of this internal strife, business was declining. He was receiving no dividends or stock bonuses. This is how he solved his business problem. The first thing in the morning, he affirmed quietly as follows: all those working in our corporation are honest, sincere, cooperative, faithful, and full of goodwill to all. They are mental and spiritual links in the chain of this corporation's growth, welfare, and prosperity. I radiate love, peace, and goodwill in all my thoughts, words, and deeds to my two associates and to all those in the company. The president and the vice president of our company are divinely guided in all their undertakings. The infinite intelligence of my subconscious mind makes all decisions through me. There is only right action in all our business transactions and in our relationship with each other. I send the messengers of peace, love, and goodwill before me to the office. Peace and harmony reign supreme in the minds and hearts of all those in the company, including myself. I now go forth into a new day full of faith, confidence, and trust. This business executive repeated the above meditation slowly 3 times in the morning, feeling the truth of what is affirmed. When fearful or angry thoughts came into his mind during the day, he would say to himself, peace, harmony, and poise govern my mind at all times. As he continued disciplining his mind in this manner, all the harmful thoughts ceased to come, and peace came into his mind. He repeated the harvest. Subsequently, he wrote me to the effect that at the end of about 2 weeks of reordering his mind, the president and the vice president called him into the office, praised his operations and his new constructive ideas, and remarked how fortunate they were in having him as a general manager. He was very happy in discovering the man finds happiness within himself. See, so what a wonderful, this thing. They are talking about official people and how we working in our, whichever area we are working. If we start blessing the people around, we are not carrying, any grudges. We are not entertaining any gossips. We are not into any political this thing issues, whatever we say in the company. So in our own, yeah, how many of how many minds you are blessing in that moment. So from to the higher level to the lower level, when we all start, blessing people, we start creating a very positive vibe and positive environment around us. Be it your family, be it your wherever you go, and maybe your office. So when we start moving in that direction, that everybody is happy. So the mind, the negative thoughts have already stopped. So because you have to survive in that, we find, solutions. Is boss ka kya karu? Is employee ka kya karu? Is colleague ka kya karu? We don't have to think that way, na. We just have to bless everybody. That all in all is in divine order. Everybody is progressing. Everybody is in growth. So there are no judgments. But this has to be very, very consistent because there might be things in the day which come through and you feel that, no, my mind has gone off track now. I can't bless this person. No. That is the point of understanding that I have created an environment for myself and it is going to work. So definitely when you are pleasant inside, there are no accidents happening. There are no
Yes,
nuisance
I
happening.
was about to say this point. The point you mentioned just now, na, when you
Hmm.
are consistent, maintaining that consistency is very important,
Yes.
which often breaks.
Yes. Which often breaks because you are
So how to
expecting
be
something. Na?
consistent?
See, you are expecting
Yes,
something from the other person. But when you expect, when
that's why
you,
we lose that consistency of
yes,
flow.
yes. So when you are just blessing, you are just simply blessing, and you just think that, everything will fall in place. So that moment, you just have to hold your own senses. I was just telling you in the previous session about that, advertisement program I bought and how
Right.
everything
Yes,
vanished.
yes.
See, so my also mind was very panicky in that moment. What happened? It was a fraud or what? And I searched the website, I searched everything. Then I calmed down myself and I told that everything will come back to me. Nothing is lost. It is, if they are saying that their website has crashed, I should believe it because that is the best option to keep myself calm in that state of mind, in that moment. I could have yelled, I could have, abused, I could have done anything. But I actually thought that when calmness is the key, why not just take this as an option and just relax my mind and body and let's see. And there is a possibility that everything is what they are saying is truth. Because it in a professional services, it takes no time for a client to go when you go wrong. So it you have to have that patience because when you are building a relationship with somebody, you have to have that patience and calmness that it is fine. Maybe they are true. So I just blessed the team. Honestly, I blessed the team that time. I wish you the best of luck for the entire team. Because honestly, if I keep again, this is the empathy. If I keep myself in that I'm running a program which is marketing and my own website crashes, what is it I'm going to see? I'm telling the same program and it goes crash. What expect will the client do? But then, you always have to be in that state of mind that things can go wrong, but not always everybody has a bad intention. So relax your mind and just then think and just then, you know, uh, revert or react. In fact, not react, just respond. Because it is only that our mind has to relax and the state of happiness will arise. Okay, continue. Shipi, you'll read or shall I read?
Yeah, I'll leave. We have to read from the block of
The block.
stump. The block of stump is not really there. I read a newspaper article some years ago which told about a horse that had sheared when he came to a stump on the road. Subsequently, every time the horse came to that same stump, he sheared. The farmer dug the stump out, burned it, and leveled the old road. Yet for 25 years, every time the horse passed the place where the former stump was, he sheared. The horse was shying at the memory of a stump. There is no block to your happiness save in your own thought, life, and mental imagery. Is fear or worry holding you back? Fear is a thought in your mind. You can dig it up this very moment by supplanting it with faith in success, achievement, and victory over all problems. I knew a man who failed in business. He said to me, I made mistakes. I have learned a lot. I'm going back into business and I will be a tremendous success. He faced up to that stump in his mind. He did not whine or complain, but he tore up the stump of failure and through believing in his inner powers to back him up, he banished all fear thoughts and old depression. Believe in yourself and you will succeed and be happy.
Amazing. Believe in yourself and you
See
will be
the second para. Yeah, the
mm,
second para, he says there is no block to your happiness, save in your own thought,
mm.
life and mental imagery.
Yes. So that is what I meant. Now, when we were talking previously, I was saying you just have to shift your thought. That's all. And you think that there's a block, that ego stops you. There is no ego, sweetheart. That's only you. And your dream is just that stump away. You just have to shift that thought that it never happened, it's all an imagination. I created some nuisance for myself and I accept it and now I take it back and start reversing your story. And as you
Mm.
start reversing your story, you will start seeing the changes because actually there are no blocks. We only create through our mental perceptions. And we keep on, हम उसको पानी देते रहते हैं, literally. It is like planting the
Yes, and
seed
these
and
perceptions become so
then,
strong. Mm.
exact. The impression is so strong, so the mind keeps on repeating. That is why saying, na, even after 25 years, when the horse has to move, his first impression will be,
Yes.
I have to jump.
Uh, the horse was shying at the memory of a stump.
So once
So he
that
had a
is
memory that there was a stump. Mm.
exactly. So once that is removed, you will feel, oh, even if you go by a different road and you suddenly see a speed breaker, you say, ये क्या हो गया? And then suddenly the speed breaker is removed after a few days when you are actually habitual of, breaking down your car or your vehicle and then crossing and you realize today there is no block. Today there is nothing. So what is happening is your own mind shifts that moment that now the road is smooth. So you have to again, fix up to that point that the road is smooth. The road is smooth. So that is all. So because the example of that is difficult, like easy to see, but in our practical life we find it difficult. It is not difficult. It is only that ego point which switch off. Why should I do it? Why should I do all the work? That is the only point of hitch in it. Because as the question, so the answer. The question is there is a block. The answer is there is no block. Continue. The happiest people. My internet connection is unstable. Am I audible?
Yes.
Yes, continue, Shilpi.
Okay, the last answer. The happiest people. The happiest man is he who constantly brings forth and practices what is best in him. Happiness and virtue complement each other. The best are not only the happiest, but the happiest are usually the best in the art of living life successfully. God is the highest and best in you. Express more of God's love, light, truth, and beauty, and you will become one of the happiest persons in the world today. Epictetus, the Greek Stoic philosopher, said, there is but one way to tranquility of mind and happiness. Let this therefore be always ready at hand with thee, both when thou wakest early in the morning and all the day long, and when thou goest late to sleep, to account no external things your own, but commit all these to God.
Hmm. Commit all these to God means you are actually surrendered. Like whatever happened, you've surrendered.
Mm.
So in the morning itself, when we are not doing as an ego, that is what I'm saying. It becomes like a service. So when it becomes like a service, your heart opens. When until unless there is ego, the mind is working. When there is a coherence in your mind and your heart opens, you start forgiving people. You start loving them unconditionally. You will not even feel that bad or something about anybody. It's see people all we if we see people only by their face value or by their what they are doing is only reflecting something of our own beliefs. Only when I am on time, I'll find somebody who's not coming on time as a problematic. Otherwise, I don't have any issues, right? Because if a person is not disciplined in their own mind, it is their choice. But if I am disciplined, if I keep on judging each and everybody, that is not going to help me. So it is fine. The soul is eternal. It's pure. It's only the body impressions which we see. We start, connecting and judging people through that. So that is what he's saying. That what is stoicism? Stoicism means you are not showing anything. You are blank on your face. You're not showing any expressions. So that how can that happen when you're not creating any moment in that? There is no good, there is no bad, there is no evil, there is nothing. So when you're not creating any thought, you are not connecting in the 3D with anything. So it's like a child. आपके आसपास कोई बात कर रहा है, if you are not even bothered what they are talking about, you are not carrying any impressions. So when you are not carrying any impressions and your mind is somewhere else, maybe you are, singing some song or something, then you are not carrying any impression. So whatever in the happened just sitting on the next table with you, you will be not be aware. So what happens? What makes a difference? Nothing. So to make ourselves life is very important that we understand that our happiness is in ourselves. There, it does not depend on somebody or somebody else has to bring that. We can't extract that. We can't control people. We can't, think that ये मुझे बता के नहीं गया, this he didn't do this, he didn't do this. It's okay. Set the people free and set yourself free because that judgment kills us. That complaint every time that all that things keep us
So we are
isolated.
not freeing the other person. We are basically giving freedom to ourselves
Yes,
from us only.
yes, because the
Freedom to us from us. Yes,
mental agitations have gone now. So when the
yes.
mental agitations have gone, you are free, the person is also free, so you see them as free soul then, because it was
Yes.
our impressions which were holding. If you complain, then you'll get complaint back. If you judge, you'll get that back. So what is there to do? It's only freedom.
So yeah, freedom plus we open up more avenues for ourselves. We can do
Yes,
something else.
yes,
Otherwise, our energy, time, matlab, everything is just so preoccupied.
yes, exactly. So it says that you are a
So this
full
is good.
storehouse. You have a full storehouse to do so many things, explore the world. And we are so stuck in certain issues that becomes like they are not even, they are very negligible kind of things. There is so much to do. There's so much to give to the world. We all are carrying different gifts, you know. So whatever way we serve the other person, we open our heart to them. So that doesn't make us egocentric. That ego vanishes, and you actually start feeling that love, and then you attract better
Yes, because
people.
acceptance comes from the core. Mm.
Yes. See, somebody has certain habits. That does not make a person bad. But when we realize that it's the mind psychology which is playing behind them, we start understanding their journey and we understand its compassion and we develop that kindness towards them. It's okay. Let it be. Right?
Right.
Chalo. Let's continue the summary.
Yeah. Summary of steps to happiness. Number one, William James said that the greatest discovery of the 19th century was the power of subconscious mind touched by faith. Number two, there is tremendous power within you. Happiness will come to you when you acquire a sublime confidence in this power. Then you will make your dreams come true. Number three, you can rise victorious over any defeat and realize the cherished desire of your heart through the marvelous power of your subconscious mind. This is the meaning of whosoever trusteth in the Lord. Spiritual laws of the subconscious mind. Happy is he. Number four, you must choose happiness. Happiness is a habit. It is a good habit to ponder often on whatsoever things are true, whatsoever things are honest, whatsoever things are just, whatsoever things are pure, whatsoever things are lovely, whatsoever things are of good report. If there be any virtue and if there be any praise, think on these things. Number five, when you open your eyes in the morning, say to yourself, I choose happiness today. I choose success today. I choose right action today. I choose love and goodwill for all today. I choose peace today. Pour life, love, and interest into the affirmation, and you have chosen happiness. Give thanks for number six, give thanks for all your blessings several times a day. Furthermore, pray for the peace, happiness, and prosperity of all members of your family, your associates, and all people everywhere. Number seven, you must sincerely desire to be happy. Nothing is accomplished without desire. Desire is a wish with wings of imagination and faith. Imagine the fulfillment of your desire and feel its reality, and it will come to pass. Happiness comes in answered prayer. Number eight, by constantly dwelling on thoughts of fear, worry, anger, hate, and failure, you will become very depressed and unhappy. Remember, your life is what your thoughts make of it. Number nine, you cannot buy happiness with all the money in the world. Some millionaires are very happy, some are very unhappy. Many people with very little worldly goods are very happy, and some are very unhappy. Some married people are happy, and some are very unhappy. Some single people are happy, and some are very unhappy. The kingdom of happiness is in your thought and feeling. Happiness, number 10, now happiness is the harvest of a quiet mind. Anchor your thoughts on peace, poise, security, and divine guidance, and your mind will be productive of happiness. Number 11, there is no block to your happiness. External things are not causative. These are effects, not cause. Take your cue from the only creative principle within you. Your thought is the cause, and a new cause produces a new effect. Choose happiness. Number 12, the happiest man is he who brings forth the highest and the best in him. God is the highest and best in him, for the kingdom of God is within.
Wonderful. You know, if you remember the first chapter which we had read about the conscious and the subconscious, there also there was a point where we were choosing things. Let me see. See, there in the first chapter, he was on page number 3. It is your right to discover this inner world of thought, feeling, and power of light, love, and beauty. Though invisible, its forces are mighty. Within your subconscious mind, you will find the solution for every problem and the cause of every effect. Because you can draw out from the hidden powers, you come into the actual possession of the power and wisdom necessary to move forward in abundance, security, joy, and dominion. See? And then there was one more point. where he has written, see, the conscious and the subconscious terms differentiated, page number 14. So you must remember that these are not two minds. They are merely two spheres of activity within one mind. Your conscious mind is the reasoning mind. It is that phase of mind which chooses. For example, you choose your books, your home, your partner in life. You make all your decisions with your conscious mind. On the other hand, without any conscious choice on your part, your heart is kept functioning automatically, and the process of digestion, circulation, and breathing are carried on by your subconscious mind through the process independent of your conscious control. So your subconscious mind accepts what is impressed upon it, on what you consciously believe. So exactly what he is talking about in that, when the example of that office came, that when he was in not in good terms with the higher authorities, he was in a the business was going down and his state of mind was not good. But when he started blessing people around, and he started blessing, in fact, not even the higher people, he started blessing everybody, everything changed. So what happened is, the conscious mind which had picked up a pattern, he shifted that in his own subconscious by keeping on repeating. And what happened? The entire scenario changed. So that is what we keep on seeing people outside, and we keep on creating impressions. That is why I think we need to be very mindful of what we are taking from the outside, because it's the mind which is creating, and mind is actually done on beliefs, on what we have already judged something, or what we have already conceived of something, what impression we are carrying. We'll only, talk about it. We lose that point of, free will or freedom of thinking good, and then it becomes difficult. So this is what he's saying. Remember, your subconscious mind does not engage in proving whether your thoughts are good or bad, true or false, but it responds according to the nature of your thoughts or suggestions. See, same thing now. So it is only, we can make it interactive. Divishri, Shilpi, Pushkarni, if anybody wants to speak, you can please.
Yeah, whatever you have said is excellent. I just want to appreciate you for the explanation that you have given just now, and it's wonderful. The only point that we must always remember is, as mentioned in this 11th point, external things are not causative. These are effects, not cause. That's the only thing.
Yes,
Once we understand this, everything else changes.
yes. So that means the mind is not creating any impression now. So when the mind is not creating impression, it's free. It's there is just a situation. Somebody
We
has
always
text. Yeah. Continue.
yeah,
Continue, Pushkar.
we think that external things are causing disturbance, as the general manager who thought that the president and the vice president didn't appreciate him or opposing his ideas and all that. But it was all his own mental creation
Right now,
because his
your
thoughts.
kids are creating it in the background.
Yeah, that is why I kept silent during in the entire session.
It is fine. It is
There
fine.
is lot of disturbance surrounding.
There is no, see, there is, that is, if we take it as a disturbance, it's fine. If we take it as a cheerful children, it's fine. Yeah. It's again what we think.
Yeah,
So let us enjoy
how we
now.
take it.
Yes.
Yeah, yeah.
So there is no disturbance. They are in their happy zone and happy mood. So it brings cheers, and we can say a hello to them.
Yes.
Yes.
So no
Continue.
disturbance coming from outside. Everything is from
Yes,
our thoughts.
yes.
There is nothing
Exactly.
external that is
Practical,
either
practical
happiness
example.
or disturbance. Yeah.
So the happiest man is he who brings forth the highest and the best in him. So this is the highest and the best. No matter what is happening in the background, it is only how we react or respond to it. Divishri,
So,
how was your experience today of learning? You're very quiet today.
Me too. Actually feeling weak today, so I was quiet today. Yeah, it was great. Great session.
So you're not feeling weak. It is only in the body. The mind says the body is weak, then the body is weak. But when we are learning that the subconscious mind has the power to change, so first the conscious thought has to change. Understand whatever you tell yourself, your body is only responding to it, right? So tell
Yes.
yourself that your body is absolutely healthy. Maybe it is not healthy right now, but when you keep on repeating, you'll realize that you have, changed the cells, the information in the cells. When this is how we learn to sit in meditation, we are not always very happy to sit in meditation because all the external stimuli starts entering the mind. But when we tell our mind to be disciplined and sit down, and we start telling our body, relax and sit, relax, tell your each and every organ when you sit down and lie down in a meditative state, or maybe you're sitting on a chair or whatever, you just tell yourself, tell yourself that my body is relaxed, my mind is relaxed, now my legs are relaxed. Start from the bottom, my feet are relaxed, now my calf muscles are relaxed, my knees are relaxed, and my thigh is relaxed. You go up like this. And when you bless your entire body, keep on telling after a few days, you'll realize that when you sit and you tell your body to relax, you are actually commanding your mind. And through your mind, you're commanding your body, and they'll start listening to you. That is the magic. So you often say that you can't sit in meditation. Try this. Instead of focusing here and there, focus on your body first. And tell your body, I can sit easily. You can relax easily. There is no disturbance outside. And then start some chanting. If you chant something, start chanting a little loud so your ears can hear. This way, we start building our concentration. Though it was very out of the topic, but still I said because it's the subconscious mind and mind does not know how to react and it is always, projecting the outer world. So, and we are carrying those impressions, it starts moving out and your body starts getting settled. So you have to consciously tell your mind, I'm fine. My body is fine. Even if you're feeling weak, tell fine, fine. So that will make you in some time, in seconds, you'll be ready. Okay. So
Okay,
that
ma'am.
is the mantra of
Yeah.
staying active.
Okay.
Okay. So we had a wonderful session.
Mm.
Thank you so much for joining. Everybody, see you next week with another one. Bye-bye. Good night.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you.